Hey, what up guys, this is Cody, and today I'm going to be doing a review on this LG CK99 5000 watt DJ party system. I'm going to be going through all the specs, all the features it does, and give you audio there. Now I already did a little bit of a review on my older video that was months ago, but I just rushed through it. I didn't really even did a sound sample or something with it, so this video is going to be basically a full review on this thing. Now, before I get started, I'm going to tell you the price that I paid for this thing was over $1,300, so it was very expensive. I bought it brand new, and I had it for about a year and a half now, so I had it for quite a while. It's still going strong, and I like it. It's an awesome stereo, although I run into many problems with it, especially when it comes to the bass. But I'll get in detail of that later on in the video. So, this right here is the LG CK99. There are two giant speakers. As you can see, these things are massive. Like, look at me compared to these things. These things are like the size of a mini fridge or a washing machine or something. So, there's two of them. They have a red and black theme. There's red around the ring right here and stuff. LG seems to be doing that red and black theme. I guess that's their way of making their speakers. And that up here is the main control unit. We'll get into that. So these right here are the two giant speakers. Both, well no, each weighs 82.1 pounds. They are very heavy. They're not light. So if you don't do any lifting, you're going to need help picking these things up because these things are very heavy. They do have handles on both sides of the speakers, like right here, and on both sides on the other side. You can lift them. They got handles. Although if you don't lift, you're going to definitely need some help because they are pretty heavy. So you got grills on them, only on the sub. You don't have no grills on the mids or the drivers. They just have this little line piece, plastic thing. So the build is all this right here is plastic, except this is metal, and so is this down here is metal. But the finish and stuff that it's made out of, the wood is plywood. It's made out of some sort of plywood. It's got it's painted black and stuff. And the subwoofer is a white texture coated inside. It's got a black dust cap. That dust cap is very large. It is about probably like 5 inches in diameter, so it's pretty large. And this right here is a light thing right there. But yeah, this is the LG CK99, and I'm going to bring up the camera close to where you can see them and just show you just the size comparison of how massive these things are. Like I've said, I'm pretty tall. I'm like 6'3", and these things are huge compared to me. So that being said, I'm going to go into the features and let's talk about this stereo. Dislikes and likes I don't like about it. Alright. Alright guys, so here it is, LG CK99 5000 watt stereo. So, about the speakers. So, as you can see right here in the front, there are 3 of them. You have 2 6-inch mid drivers or woofers, and then the massive 15-inch subwoofer. And it is very massive, because as you can see, my hand makes my hand pretty small compared to this thing. So yeah, and the subwoofer does light up. These don't, but the subwoofer does light up. The dimension on each speaker is about, okay, it's about 30.5 inches tall, about 20.25 inches wide, and about 19.75 inches in depth. So they are extremely large. They are not small at all. I had to step back a little bit because they're so massive. As you see, this is my fridge, and that's a big, and this is a fully fridge. As you can see, it comes up to almost halfway, almost the half of the height of the fridge. So yeah, they're pretty bad. They are large. As you can see, there's a tag right here that tells you do not lift with one person. It wants you to lift with 2 because these are giant. These are giant. They are massive and heavy. So yeah, and on the corners you got these right here. Now on the bottom there's rubber stoppers because this thing doesn't have wheels, so which is a good thing for me because that will reduce the shock if you have wheels on them. And as you can see, there's the handle. I don't know if y'all can see that. This right here is a handle. I don't have a way to brighten on my camera, do I? I can't brighten my camera. Can I? I'm not sure. Can I? No. Oh well. I can. And then there's the handles on the other side. Hey, you can't really see that. But yeah, there's handles on both sides. And the cords are back here. Now, one major downfall I hate about this stereo, which is a big downfall. I don't know why LG decided to do this. The cords on these speakers are extremely short for their size. The speaker cord, these right here, are only 6.4 feet, or 6'4" long. They are extremely short, and the light cord is only a foot longer than the speaker cord. So I don't know what to do about that, but this really limits the spacing on these speakers. You can't really space them out at all, which is really a downfall, because I literally, unlike my Giga Sound, they have 22 foot cords on each speaker, so that's a lot longer than these, probably like 4 times as long. So yeah, but anyway, so that's the specs, and that's the size. This is what they look like, and the main control unit's right here. This thing has a lot of features, and I mean a lot. It's a ton of the features on this thing, a lot more than my Giga. But yeah, so the dimension on the this main control unit, it is 17.25 inches in depth. It's about 19 inches wide, and I think it's only 8.5 inches tall up here on the back to back. Now down here it's probably more like 6 inches. But yeah, this is the front right here. Now this has a lot of units, stuff going on. This right here is the black. I can power this on, because this right here is the power button. As you can see, it says hello and stuff, and it does automatically sync to Bluetooth because my device is connected. But anyway, so this right here is the power button. This one right here is your USB record and demo button. So actually, the demo is you can only do the demo when you have the thing powered off. So if you power it off and then hit the demo button, it will go straight to demo. And I might need to turn this down. But as you can see, there's music playing. It just goes straight to the demo. It's showing you all the features and stuff it has through the display screen. So that's all that. So, and then you just hit demo off. But that's what that does. And this right here is your mic. Well, a little bit. This right here is USB 1. So this is there's dual USB slots. So there's 1 and 2. And this is for both USB. This is where you cycle through your function right here. So this goes through LG TV, radio, CD, USB 1, USB 2, aux 1, aux 2, portable, and back to Bluetooth. This right here is wireless link. I have another LG X boom speaker that has wireless link. You can basically wirelessly link this to other speakers with a wireless connection and have them all playing. And I'm not sure if you can have more than one, more than two, but I'm assuming as long as they have that wireless link, you can do it. So this right here is your master volume, as you can see. Now this thing goes up to 40. As you can see, it goes up to 40. And that 40 is extremely loud, like super loud. So that's that. Okay, so right here is your tempo. So basically, this is tempo B and this is tempo A. This tempo controls the music on this side, which is USB 1, and this tempo controls the tempo on the music on this side, which is USB 2. I can give you a sample of that. Where's my, okay. So I have two flash drives. They both have the same type of music on here. Did it go in? I don't know. Did it go in? Why is it not going in? Oh, there it goes. All right, so they're both on. So what we gotta do is gotta go to function and go to USB 1. Now you'll be able to use both of them at once. Don't worry, because this is the dual USB. So as long as you have two of them, you can actually use both of them. So you may be just being USB 1, but trust me, you can use USB 2. So basically, what I can do is let's see. Let me try to find a song. So I hit the search and scroll. I need to find a song that won't. Well, I'm probably gonna get copyright anyway from one of them. Okay, so we'll do that one. So basically, I have this side playing right now, and if I speed it up, I need to fast forward a little bit. Okay, so if I hit this, I can speed up the tempo. As you see, tempo is 150 at max, but it's going very fast, as you can see if you hear it. And then I can go all the way down to 50, which can slow it down. So yeah, and one thing I noticed about the tempo on this one is that it doesn't lose the pitch of the voice. Usually when you lower the tempo, the voice gets very low, like a deep voice, and then when you higher it, it increases to like kind of like a chipmunk voice. But this one doesn't do that. As you can see, if I go all the way up, look, it doesn't sound like a chipmunk because it keeps the voice, the actual same audio. Oops, that's volume. So yeah, that's what I noticed about that. So that's a good thing right there. Usually it'll raise or hide the pitch of the vocals, but or actually the whole audio, but really doesn't. So, and this side works with this side as well. So basically, what I can do is I'm gonna hit pause for a minute, and I'm going to go to search. So both sides are working. I can go to the same song. I don't want to get a. If I get, let's see, where's that? It's got to be in here somewhere. Where's that? Bingo, found it. Oh, nope, there we go. Hit OK. As you can see, now there's music playing on this side. So, same again, the tempo, hang on. Let me go a little bit. As you can see, I'm on the tempo B now. As you can see, it speeds it up or slows it down. Although, when you're down to lowest, you kind of lose a little bit of audio quality. I'm noticing some of the cutouts in the audio when you go all the way down. Oop. Oh. So yeah, that's what those two do right there. They basically speed up the song or slow down the song. They both work on this side works on this side, and this side works on that side. So that's what the tempo does. So yeah. Okay, now down here, like right here is this side is for this USB, and this side is for this USB right there. So basically, I can play or pause the music on this side. Oh, I gotta search. But as you can see, play, pause. You can reverse the track. You can fast forward the track. Go next. Now, if you now one thing somebody probably not noticed, but like I was showing earlier, if you press and hold one of these, you'll actually rewind or fast forward the track. As you can see, all you gotta do is press and hold the next to fast forward, and press and hold the previous to rewind. So that's what that does. And this is when this is just a stop button, so where you just immediately stop the music. So that's what those are. And as again, this is the same, but it's on this side. So, and these right here, so right here is where you hit your search. So basically, if I hit search, you use this jog wheel to search for your song. Or if you press it again, you'll go into the music, use the same jog wheel to, well, I only have one folder in this what's called, but if you have several folders of different music, then you can use that jog wheel to, oh yeah, and it's a scratching thing too, I forgot about that. Make sure you actually keep this active, because if you wait too long, the DJ scratch will activate. But as you can see, and you just hit the search button, and you use that jog wheel to search for your song, and then when you find it, then you press OK, and it will start playing. So that's what that does. This is also a DJ scratching wheel, as you heard. Let me turn it down. You know what? Still playing music. As you can see, this is a jog wheel. This way and that way, same as this. So they're DJ effects, and they scratch and stuff. Now, I kind of have an issue. I'm noticing it has its own loop. Like, do you hear that? It's not like one scratch. Like, it's got its own loop, and that makes it hard to use. It's kind of almost like annoying. This way is a little bit better. But you hear that? It has its own loop. Like, it just... Why couldn't it be like just like one movement or one sound instead of having that? I mean, if y'all hear that, that's what it has. That's what I noticed. I mean, it's not terribly unusable, but it is kind of weird, because if I try to use that in a song, it will... Yeah, that's kind of... It kind of makes it weird, kind of annoying a little bit. Not saying it's bad, but the LG should have worked on that, where it doesn't have that loop. I mean, this way is probably the best way I can use it. But as you can see, it just does that loop, which is kind of a little bit of annoying. So yeah, this right here is my favorite thing on this series. Well, one of them, and that's this party thruster or party accelerator. It has 3 modes. As you can see in party mode 1. So as you can see, if I hold this up, and as you can see, it makes that explosion. It's kind of like a party starter. So basically, if the favorite song is playing, and as soon as the beat drops, you do this. As soon as the beat drops, you just get that explosion atmosphere type. And this is party mode 1. This is party mode 2. It sounds like a race car, and it does that. Same goes for party mode 3. That one sounds like an actual formula car, and then that kind of sounds like a crash. Which I actually kind of have that being fun. I actually kind of like that. And this right here, down here, is your DJ pad. So you got club. Let me turn this up a little bit. As you see, you got this horn, that club drum. This is user, and then you got. I just don't have a these don't have any word, but a solid button. And that's the one I like the most. Number 6. So yeah, that's what these do. That's the DJ pads. So down here, these 3 buttons. So this right here is your user EQ. Basically, this is where you adjust the actual bass, middle, and treble. So basically, you can use this jog wheel right here to adjust the bass to max, and it's only -4. I mean -5 and +5. but it does increase the bass or lowers the bass. Same goes for the treble. Treble does the same, and the mids. As you can see, it's like a custom EQ if you want to adjust the type of music to your liking or whatever, the type of output it puts. But as you can see, what I like doing, I like keeping bass max and treble max. Well, I really like keeping them all max, but I usually mostly keep treble and bass max, and maybe minimum at 0 normally. But yeah, so that's what that does. This right here is your DJ effects, and this goes through the flanger, the phaser, the wah-wah, and the delay. So as you can see, let me play a song for a minute. Oh, let me turn it down. So if I hit this flanger, as you can see, you hear it, it's the actual flanger effect. Same goes for the phaser. That's the phaser. This is the wah-wah. I found the wah-wah useless. I mean, it's not like the Gigasound wah-wah. I don't really hear it much. But the delay, I think, is cool. It's got like an echo effect. As you can see, it's got that echo effect. I like the delay a lot. And then that's what you, and that's the rest. So there's only 4 DJ effects. You got flanger, phaser, wah-wah, and delay. So yeah. This right here is DJ loop. So basically, this loops this track. Like, let me show you an example. As you can see, it loops it. Now you got to press and hold it. If you just press it, it won't do anything. As you can see, if you press and hold it, now you can do it at any point. It's like how this is where you can actually use a mixing part where you want a beat to drop on the song. But as you see, it does work on both sides, because as you can see, it has the same thing right here. This does the exact, but it'll be on. But you have to use this USB to do that. So yeah, so that's the same thing. This right here is your lighting. So this functions through lighting mode. So as you can see, it's on party. I need to have music playing. Crap. This is party. And go to peaceful. Peaceful goes to like kind of like blues and teals and maybe a little bit of kind of like a mixture of red a little bit. And then romantic is like purples, reds, and pink type of color. And then right here is cool. This goes through like light blues and teals and stuff, and kind of like a little bit of green, like a aqua color. Upbeat is kind of like, it's kind of like romantic, except it adds an extra color in there. And then you got Fury, which one of my favorites. It actually goes through only reds and greens, and a little bit of yellows. And then you got Excited, which goes through all the colors, except it's kind of like party really. Except it's kind of like a solid color, not like a mixed color. And then you got dynamic, and same thing, bunch of colors. So yeah, that's what it does. And then you got healing. Yep, that's healing. And then you got sunny. I think it's the last one. And like that. And then that's off. Now, one thing I'm noticing about the lights. Now, I don't know if y'all noticed this. People might not notice this, but the lights have a pattern. Like, let me try something right quick. So if you watch the left speaker, watch the color patterns. Look for the pink and then the green right after, or red. Well, and also this is another thing I'm noticing. When the red only shines on this side, it will never shine red on this side. As you see, it'll be only a pink color or a hot pink until the beat goes away, and it will transfer depending on what time that beat hits. Sometimes this side will be only red. Like, see, it's still you see that? It's still red. Now right here, when they're flashing like that, they'll be able to transfer. I don't know what's going on right there. I guess that's a glitch or something. Somebody LG done something weird with that type of lighting. Oh crap! I don't want another song playing. I just want one song, because if I get a copyright claim from it, I just want one, not two. But as you can see, look at that. You see that? Look at that. You see the pink? It only shines pink on that side, never red. On this side, look, it's only red, but not pink. And then when the beat finally when the beat goes away, if it's long enough, it will move to this side, which I don't think it is. Nope. Look, see that? It's only pink, but it's never red. It's never pink over here, but it's never red over there. That's what I'm noticing about the lighting. But as you can see, look at the pattern. If you look at the pattern, there is a pattern in the lights. They repeat. There's not like all kinds of color. There is a pattern to the lights. So that's what I'm noticing about that. Unlike my Giga Sound, which it actually has no pattern to the lights. It literally just flashes to the no pattern to the lights really. And also the back and forth motion of the lights. That's what this does. But when there's no beat dropping, they fade in and out. But once the beat drops, oh, hang on. But listen to, if you hear the beat, they go back and forth. They don't flash at the same time. One don't stay the same, like this don't flash twice or 3 times, and then it goes to that once, and then it's back to 4 times or 2 times, and back. You know, like there's a back and forth motion in the lights. As you can see, if you look, there's a back and forth motion, and they fade. They don't have a strobe effect, which is kind of a weird, kind of a shame. It's kind of a little bit of a shame. I wish they had a little bit of a strobe effect where, kind of like my Giga Sound, they actually saw it come directly on. This is like a fade in and out type of look to the lights, which is what that does. I mean, it's not too big of a deal, but again, I wish they would have done the lights a little bit better. As you can see on the back, I mean, there is a party light, and again, same as this one. This one fades and also has a back and forth motion to it too as well. So, and it also has a pattern. So there's no pattern. There's not a no pattern light. There's all of them are patterns. And also, depending on where you plug in the lights, if you plug in one side, like sometimes you'll have that side, this side of the backlight with this speaker on, and then sometimes it will be like this side will be that side of the light. When this speaker light is on, that side of the disco light will be on, and then this side of the speaker's on, that left side will be. But sometimes it will be backwards. Sometimes I'll have the right side on, but the left speaker on, and then the left side on, and the right speaker on. So I'm noticing that. I like it that way. But it all depends on how you plug in the lights. Back here, if you notice, if you want the other way around, all you have to do is just switch these, and it will switch the lights. I don't know what does that, but that's what I noticed about it too. So yeah, oh yeah, you can see the handles now. It's gotten suddenly light up in here, probably because the sun. Yeah, the sun's shining on here. So yeah. Okay, so we got that. So that's what the lighting does. So right here is the special EQ. So this goes to the special EQs. I always keep it on funk because funk has the best bass response out of any of these. Well, there's quite a few of them, but But funk is what I keep it on. In fact, funk is actually better than even bass blast. It has a heavier type bass to it than any of the EQs. I think funk works best. And also, if you want bass blast, which it is much more punchier bass than any of the EQs, it gets much louder too. All you gotta do is press and hold right here. As you can see, if you look at that, it says bass blast underneath. All you gotta do is press and hold for about 3 seconds. 3 or 4 seconds, and then it'll go to bass blast. And if you want to turn it off, all you gotta do is either hit the button again or hit the user EQ, and it'll go straight back. So yeah, that's that. This right here is your CD opening thing. This right here is where you put in a CD display, and this right here is your NFC tag, or something, I think, or is it that? I think it might be. I don't know. It might be that. This kid's got multi-jewel box, so basically you can connect more than one device to this thing at the same time. So yeah, and then right here is where your DJ mixer is. So this is what I find cool. So what I can do is I can have this song playing, and then I can go to, let's see. I can go to, let's see, I can go to this song right here. Hang on a second. So that's playing. Hang on a second. I gotta. Maybe I have to go to dual USB to have both playing at the same time. Alright, so I got this song playing. Okay, pause. And then I go to this side. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. Sorry about that, guys. In order to use both of these, you'll need to have this on right here. You'll need to push this on and have mixer on. I completely forgot about that. That's what I'm doing wrong. I forgot about that. You got to have this mixer on to use both of the USBs at the same time. So basically, I can go to, okay, so I see this is A, USB A, and this is USB B. So basically, I can have this song playing. Now, fully song. And then, when I have this song playing, watch this. As you can see, it moves, and if I have them in center, you'll hear them both. As you can see, you'll have them both playing at the same time. This is basically when you want to move to the next song. As you can see, you just slide it to the right or left, and you gotta have it. Or if you want to, you can have it auto DJ by yourself. And you can have it doing you can have it go to I'm not sure what auto sync does. I'm not sure if it even works. I think it is. Yeah, it actually is. It's actually mixing both of them at the same time. Sort of. I'm not sure. Yeah, it does. It does a little bit. It does a little bit. So, yeah, that's what that does. Is that basically just mixes both of the songs together, put them in one song. And you gotta have mixer on to use both of the USB. So, again, you can have the song playing on this side, and again, you can slide that And you can also, it's quite cool. You can DJ with this thing because you can have the scratches, or like I said, see that? And then you can just immediately swipe to the right, and you'll scratch to the next song, or the song that's playing on the right side. There's all kinds of ways you can use it. You can use it a lot of ways. And no, don't want that. So basically, that's what you gotta do. You gotta have both of those on, and if you turn it off, you'll only use one side. So yeah, so that's what that does. And I believe, okay, so only thing I haven't covered yet, and that's the key changer, the HB mode, and of course all the stuff with the mic that does with the mic. So I'm going to need a mic for this. Let me go ahead and pause that. Let me get a mic right quick. All right, got a mic. So what you got to do to plug in the mic is right here. You got two mic inputs, mic 1 and mic 2, and all you got to do is plug it into one. I usually put one in it, just plug it into the, I'm going to put it in the first one, and it will say mic in. I think it did say mic in, did it? So this is what the mic looks like. Nice heavy duty mic. It's actually metal, except that's like hard plastic. But yeah, it's a nice quality mic. They don't feel cheap made. Alright, so it's gonna be kind of difficult holding this mic and my phone at the same time. But okay, so here's what the mic does. I'm only music pause because there's no sense of playing music with just mic. So anyway, except this, I'm going to show the key changer for a minute. That's what I'm going to need music for. But right here is where your vocal effects, your mic echo, and your voice counselor. Now, right here, I'm going to, like, say if I play this. Let me fast forward a little bit. Let me get to the vocals. Okay, if I hit vocals, it doesn't do a perfect job, but it does. You don't hear the vocals that much. As you can see, it does work, but it's not perfect, but it does work. So that's one thing that I'm noticing. It does work, but not completely. So that's what that does. Is that just basically just minimize the lead vocals. It leaves the back vocals, I think, still though. But that's what that does. It just basically turns any song into a karaoke track, really. But you only can use that on USB. You can't do it on Bluetooth. Or actually, wait a minute. Actually, yeah, you can actually. Yeah. Never mind. You can use that on Bluetooth. You can use that on Bluetooth and USB. Although you can't use tempo on Bluetooth. It only works for USB. So, yeah. Okay, so this is my... Okay, let me pause the music. So right here is mic echo. So if I speak to the mic... Hello? As you can see, you can hear... Let me turn it up. Is mic volume all the way up? Nope, not mic volume's not even all the way up. It goes up to 15, by the way. As you can see, hang on, let me do it a little bit more. I got the volume at 9 on my speaker on the Vex volume. As you can see, that's what the mic sounds like. You can hear me through here. And if I turn mic echo on, this is echo mode 1. That's echo mode 1. And this is echo mode 2. As you can see, this is like a longer delay in the echo. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So that's what echo, that's what that does. And this is where I find the real fun begins. So right here, as you can see, my voice sounds different, just like a normal. But watch this. Vocal effects is cool because if I go to, okay, so you got bass, soprano, helium, robot, dual man, dual woman, and then you got 2 echo modes of each of those. as you can see. So watch this. You hear my voice you hear what my voice sounded like earlier. Now watch this. Now you can hear my voice, and as you can see, it sounds kind of like a very deep, monstrous voice. That's what bass does like. And then you got soprano. This is what soprano sounds like. Kind of sounds like a child or high-pitched note. And then right here is one of my favorite. This is where you're gonna sound like a chipmunk. This right here is helium, which yeah, it does sound like a chipmunk. And then robot's also one of my favorites too. This is robot right here. This is the robot mode. And then you got do man. It kind of sounds like having two persons picking to the bike. And then you got do woman. And I do hear sort of another voice in there. And then you got echo modes on each one. This is bass echo 1. This is soprano echo 1. This is helium echo 1. This is robot echo 1. And do man. Then you got do woman. And then you got echo modes on each one. So this is bass echo 2. And yeah, the floor is kind of shaking from the bass a little bit. This is soprano echo 1. Not echo 1, echo 2. Whoops. Then you got helium echo 2. And then you got robot echo 2. Whoop. And well, I skipped. Well, do man, woman, and do man is the same, just another echo effect. And then you got vocals off. So that's what those does. It's quite cool because it's something I like to play around with, and I like having okay, watch this. So if I turn what I like to do is I like to do this. If I take bass blast right here and then have the volume set at 10 and have the mic all the way up, and if I hit bass, let me go ahead to do bass echo 1. Watch this. I always do bass echo. I like to. This really vibrates the floor. So this is bass echo 1. Bass echo. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely feeling my floor vibrating from that. Let me go to bass. I think bass will be a little bit better. Testing 1, 2, 3. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but watch it. Listen to my my stove rattle. This is bass echo. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I don't know if y'all hear that, but my stove is rattling. In my cabinets, I hear them rattling a little bit too. And this is only at 10. This goes up to 40. It gets extremely now. The bass gets intense, very, very intense in the mic category. Bluetooth, it has a little bit of an issue at 25. It starts cutting out. But when mic's on, holy crap! Its bass keeps up there, and when it's all the way up, the bass, you can definitely feel it. It definitely shakes my entire place. I had sometimes stuff fall over when I'm playing with the mic at max volume, especially with that bass mode on. With just this, it's crazy, especially when they got bass blast on. And I could always do funk as well. Funk sounds good too. This is funk, which is not as bass heavy as bass blast when it comes to mic. But yeah, that's what those does. And mic out. It's going to tell you mic out when you tag it in the mic. Oh yeah. Also, one more thing. I need to show you this. I gotta have the mic to do this. But this is really for karaoke. But if I have the mic plug in, oh crap. Crap. I want to turn that off. And if I had a song playing, check this out. Hit the key changer. don't know if y'all hear that, but the voice is higher. And then when the voice, that's when it's all the way down. And that's definitely got, I feel the floor shaking from that. But as you can see, that's what that does. It's just a key changer. Just if your voice is too low or too high, all you can do is just cheat and just match your voice by lowering it higher the key. It's for karaoke, really. And this right here is HB mode. This is where you plug in your headphones, and basically you can hear, depending on what you're playing, you could basically hear what's coming out of the speakers in through your headsets. So basically, the karaoke can hear what you're hearing through your headsets through HD mode. And there's HB plug-in right there, and then there's port in. I'm not sure what port in is really for. I think it might be for aux. And this is your overall volume for that. So yeah, and I believe I showed everything that what this thing does. I'm pretty sure. This is quite a long video. It's been over 46 minutes long. I'm gonna show you the back right quick. Crap. Let me turn off the lights right quick. Alright, so off. Alright, so here's the back. Right here is where you plug in your... Doesn't really matter which one you plug in, just plug them both in, and then the same goes for the lights. This right here is your fan. This will be turning on when you plug it in. This is where your F antenna is when you want to use the radio. These right here is your aux ins and outs. Oh, nope. Not having another damn copyright claim from another song. Alright, so this right here is your aux in and outs right here. As you can see, this is aux 1, aux 2, and then it's your aux out. You're basically daisy chain or a wireless connection to other speakers if you have any. It doesn't have to be, it could be any speaker. It could be a small speaker, another PA speaker, another party speaker, any of it. Just gotta have some RCA cables to do so, or RCA aux cables. So I believe I showed everything that this thing can do. I'm pretty sure that's it. And this has been quite a long video. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. And this is of course your power cord. And also on the backs right here, they're not painted black. They're like, you can actually, they're like a salt. You can see the actual plywood. It'd been nice if they were actually coated black like this, but on my Giga Sound they are actually painted black on the back, but on here it's not. So yeah, I believe I covered everything that I once again, here's the front of the speakers. Like I said, you got two 6-inch mid drivers or woofers. You got a tweeter up there in the center and a 15-inch subwoofer with the bass port for the subwoofer down there on both sides. And they are massive, very heavy. Cost me over $1,300 to get this thing brand new. I had it for a year and a half. But yeah, guys, I think I showed everything, except there's one more thing I can't show you, but I could tell you about, and this thing does come with an app. Basically, you can use an app on it. It's called LG X Boom, and you can actually function everything that the app says. You can actually get a little bit more on the app, because there's actually a little bit more DJ pads on the app. I think there's 4 more new DJ pads you can get on the app, access on the app, rather than you would on the stereo itself. And one more thing to show you, and that is the remote to this stereo. Nope, that's the Giga Sound remote. Where's the remote at? Hey, I'm trying to look for the remote. Unfortunately, guys, I can't find the remote to it. I don't know what I did with it, but it's somewhere. But it's basically, it's a fully functional remote. You can access everything that's on the stereo as you would with the remote. So now let's get to the actual overall sound quality. So these things sound pretty good. They get extremely loud. At max volume, you're rocking at about 120 decibels at max volume, which is extremely loud. It's about 2 decibels louder than my sound box. They are slightly louder than my sound box. I do know, they do tell you that, because they are extremely loud. On bass, on the on custom EQ maxed out, all treble, mids, and bass is maxed out. At 40, you're getting about 120 volume. Now with bass blasts, it's about probably the same, but there's a big problem. What I've noticed about the bass, at 25, it starts to begin to cut out. It's like it stays behind. It doesn't keep up. Now the mids go higher, the mids and trebles go higher, but the bass doesn't get there. They claim, the LG claims this thing is 5,000 watts RMS, and I do not agree. I completely agree. 5,000 watts RMS is enough to crack a window, and this thing is certainly not loud enough, strong enough to crack a window, because I've had it at max volume before, and I haven't cracked none of my windows. It doesn't even feel like 5,000 watts. I think LG is over-exaggerating, or maybe it's just my stereo, but overall, I believe it's probably about more like 2,500 watts. Now, don't get me wrong, 2,500 watts is still a lot of power. At max volume, my whole place is shaking pretty hard. The floor is vibrating really hard. There are some things, like some stuff that are in the right spot in the place might fall off, but I've had some stuff that fell off, like that one video I was showing you when I was testing it. My sound box sat right there. Well, I guess one of my Giga Sound speakers. When the speakers were right there, my sound box was sitting on top, right there next to one of them, and my laptop was on there, and it vibrated my laptop right off the sound box. So, and then I had one point where my ladder, which was standing straight up, actually fell over and hit the cabinets right there one time on a heavy bass boosted song though. You can only get bass that strong on this thing with heavy bass boosted songs, which is extremely powerful. It does. I can definitely feel it through my bones. I can definitely feel it. My whole place shaking. My cabinets are rattling. And it definitely trembles my place pretty hard at max volume, especially with bass blasts, although the bass is very, very punchy at bass blast. It's not a heavy type bass, but it is a punchy type bass. Which is complete opposite of the Giga Sound. My Giga Sound has a heavy type bass rather than a punchy. So, yeah, 5,000 watts, I don't think so. Probably more like 2,500 watts RMS. Still a lot of power, but again, not 5,000 watts. It'd be outrageous if it was 5,000 watts. I mean, there's some stereos out there that are much bigger than this, and are not even as rated at that high, not even rated at that type of wattage. In fact, the Sony CK99, which is much bigger than this stereo, is only rated at 4,800 watts RMS, which is 200 watts more than what this thing claims at 5,000. 200 watts less than 5,000 watts. Same goes to the Samsung Giga Sound, the Samsung Giga Sound. Well, the one I want to get for sure. Their 4,000 watt, series is the MX JS9500, and it's rated at 4,000 watts RMS. It has 18-inch subs on the bottom and 10-inch mid drivers, and it's much bigger. They're much bigger than this as well. And like I said, 5,000 watts. LG, come on, guys. Y'all just exaggerating. This is not 5,000 watts. Maybe 2,500, which it does feel like about 2,500, but 5,000 watts, no way. No way. Absolutely not. So, guys, this is the LG CK99. Is it worth the money? Depending on what kind of sound person you are. If you are a person who likes DJing and having all kinds of the fun features that this thing has, and likes to have a system that gets extremely loud and bumps pretty hard, and don't have to worry about and don't really care about the bass in terms of heaviness, then this stereo will be right for you. If you like your place trembling pretty good and sometimes stuff falling over, this stereo is for you. But if you're a person like me who likes a solid heavy bass, like a car audio sub type bass, this stereo doesn't produce that type of bass. It's more of a rich audio punchy bass. Giga Sound, however, It does sound like a kind of a heavy type car audio bass. My Giga Sound shakes my place super hard, a little bit harder than these does. In fact, it sounds like the bass is slightly stronger than these are, although in a different type of way. My Giga Sound at max volume shakes my entire place too, really hard. Same goes for these. But like I said, 5,000 watts has absolutely no way. I had comments telling me that this thing was no way 5,000 watts, and I agree. It's not. I mean, LG, if y'all just trying to do that just to get people to buy this thing, because I really thought it was going to be 5,000 watts. That's one thing why I was like, oh my god, 5,000 watts. My dad had a Giga Sound that was like this. He had a Giga Sound like this. I saw how incredibly strong the bass was. It was shaking the place, rattling the windows and stuff. Still, some stuff was falling over. It's super loud. You couldn't even hear yourself over it. You can feel the sound. You can feel the sound. You can hear the sound, and it sounded amazing. I was like, oh, 5,000 watts. That's gonna sound even better. But when I got the stereo, I was very disappointed. I was expecting a lot more power to come out with 5,000 watts. I mean, come on, that's like more than twice the power. So yeah. But anyway, LG CK99, is it worth the money? I'm probably giving it maybe a 60, 65 out of 100 in terms of worth the money. But in my opinion, I would be happy if I paid instead of maybe like 900 or 950 for it, for what it puts out, which is still a lot of money, but $1,300, that's quite high, and pretty wise is probably that high because of all the features, so it might be worth about 1,000, maybe not quite as 1,300 in terms of sound, but I'm more into sound. I don't really use the features that much. Even though it has a bunch, I don't really use them a whole bunch of times. I use them here and there, but not like a whole bunch. But again, this thing is definitely extremely loud. It definitely satisfies me in terms of loudness. It's so loud that I can't even hear myself at max volume. I gotta be quite a bit farther, at least 30 feet back, to at least start beginning to hear myself. But anyway, LG CK99. I hope you liked the video. This video has been extra long. It is almost an hour long. I apologize, but I was trying to get all the features and specs and all the stuff that it can do and all the problems that I have and dislikes and likes I like about it. But anyway, LG CK99. I give it a thumbs up. I mean, I really like it. I'm not selling it for sure. I'm definitely satisfied with what it does, especially with all the features. I love all the features. It's incredible. I like the size of these things. They are very big and very heavy. That's what you want when you add a club. You want to have some giant speakers there to make it feel like a party. And these definitely are very massive in size. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and I will be starting on my survival series here soon, probably right up before Thanksgiving, because I haven't posted a survival series in a while because I put a pause on him. So I'm probably going to be starting back on my survival series soon. So make sure to be update to that, and I will see you in another video here shortly. All right, goodbye.